My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. We're going to be playing as the Awoken on Covenant 1. Let's go. We're starting out with an adaptive mutation, but the Great Trader will devour my spells. So I'm going to try and look to remove the consume on adaptive mutation, which will mean the Great Trader doesn't actually have the ability to devour it, and then to get a bunch of rage on a target, and then swap back and forth with adaptive mutation, because the rage, so imagine your base attack is 4, and the rage is, you've got 2 stacks of rage, right? So that's 4 extra attacks, so you've got 8 attack total. If you use adaptive mutation to swap, you will turn that into 8 health, and then say you had, 8 health beforehand already. So you turn your 8 damage into 8 health, and then your 8 health into 8 damage, upon which the rage stacks again. So you actually get it up to 12. So instead of being 8 and 8, you're now 12 and 8. If you have more rage than that, it becomes a lot better. Also, March of Shields as well as Adaptive Mutation is going to be really good early here, because it means I can turn my Awoken very handily into a very aggressive unit. Rage adds an additional damage per stack, sorry. Is apparently what I thought it said. I'm going to take the Sentient with the Spikes here in the early, just to give me a little bit of power as I go on. Then I'll probably take the Hellhorned unit, Merchant of Magic later for the looking for consumption removal. I'll also take cost reduction there. And maybe if I get a spell that gives me rage, I'll try and upgrade that in that area as well. After that, depends on how well the upgrades went in the previous area, but I might go to the Hellvent for the duplication, or to the Artifact and Merchant of Steel for upgrading this Hellhorned unit. And then after that, like, it's too reliant on what happens to the deck after that as to what I do. But I'm trying to start thinking 2 zones ahead. At least. Enemy center with Spell Shield. Yeah, that's okay. I should probably set up on the top floor here, though, because I'm gonna need time. Okay, let's shop you. Train Steward. So I'm looking for the mutation flip this turn. Yeah, there we go. Pretty reasonable total. Especially with the spikes, this should be definitely enough for the boss. Put you down. We only need 1 restore on the next floor in order to get 5 more damage out. Did manage to get it. And then another March of Shields. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, good. Good fight. We use that to get a little bit of extra early gold, which is also super handy for us. That'll matter a lot as we go into this next area and maybe have the ability to double upgrade an important card. Sting, Vine Grasp, and Wildwood Sap. None of these, unfortunately. Oh, that's unfortunate as well. I was really looking for Rage. Really hoping I would have found some. I could take a Welder Helper as a little bit of a way to get the Sentient to get more health before I do my swap with it. But honestly, I think at this point, I just take nothing. Ouch. Well, at least I got a lot of money. That's good. Let's go check the shop first. Gain holdover. Holdover and -1 on cost actually is really good on a March of Shields, or even a Razor Sharp Edge. Let's actually have a look at the Hellhorned unit first. Deranged Brute and Demon Fiend. Demon Friend, rather, sorry. So the Deranged Brute, rage on friendly units adds an additional 2 damage per stack. So put that on the same floor as a unit that has a bunch of rage on it and then flip the attacks back and forth. This is exactly what I want for an adaptive mutation build. Everything is pretty much coming together for it. Except for the fact that I don't have any rage in the deck yet. That's all. I just need the rage. So maybe it's actually saved my money here. But at the same rate, I really feel like I should be like Keepstone and Emberstone a March of Shields. Every turn, just give 10 block to something. I think that'll help me carry like really hard here in the early, so I'll do it. I'll do it. Enemy units appear on each floor, that's fine. They start with 2 health. I start with... Oh no, they start with 1. Okay. I'll sack you, actually. So I'll end up killing all but 1 of those there. But I leave myself in a better position for later turns. Very important. Alright. Archer shields you. Don't put the train steward behind, I don't think. Taking -12 on this. Yeah, so unless I heal you back up, I don't want to adaptive yet. I can save myself a little bit of HP, or possibly a Sinner's Burden being added to my deck with the torch here. Probably didn't save myself a Sinner's Burden, to be honest. Okay. March of Shields. Razor Sharp Edge. And then I just March of Shields every turn. Honestly, I should end up fine just with that. Range Brute. March of Shields. Do kind of also need a bigger healer, though. March of Shields. There we go. Great. So we definitely don't have anything we want to dupe in this area, unless we get like a rage potion or something here. No. Oof, really? Fledgling Imp at least applied 3 raged friendly units. I'll take it. I need some rage. If that gave Endless, actually, it could be pretty good. Also, this could give any of the rage artifacts. So we'll look at the Merchant of Steel first, then go to the event, and then go back. Endless! Okay. We could put Endless on the Fledgling Imp, and then just have it die constantly on the top floor, giving 3 rage every single turn. We actually might be able to set up on the bottom floor doing that. We look at the Concealed Cavern next, and then the artifact afterwards. No, I don't need any of these. It's fine. Plus, they're both golden already, so I don't really need them. Spikes deal an additional damage per stack. Or 25% chance to deal 5 damage whenever an enemy enters your train. I think this just to help us along a little bit at the moment while I'm still setting up my whole build. Let's make the Fledgling Imp Endless. Definitely don't want to give it increased health or anything like that. I could give increased health to the Deranged Brute here, actually. I'm not going to, but I could have. But I won't. But I do want you to know I could have. Definitely going for the Merchant of Magic in this area. And then possibly the area afterwards. Like, consumption removal from Adaptive Mutation is the next most important thing that I can get. Okay, unfortunately, this fight has a lot of sycophants, so they will spawn in with a lot of damage. So I will want to set up not on the bottom floor. Oh, but it'd be so good. Actually, I can have it die on this floor. That'll do, that'll do. Okay. Let's March of Shields you first, then Fledgling Imp. Then I'm an Adaptive Mutation. I'll play the Fledgling Imp again next turn. Just give you armor and keep you real strong there. Love it. Sure, 2 train stewards on the next floor, basically. Just to get rid of them. Okay. Deranged Brute goes there. Fledgling Imp goes in the front line. Everyone gets a bunch of everything there, basically. Has to be that. We'll get 2 of those down that turn at least. So Ashes of the Fallen would be a great relic for us. Summon abilities do double or trigger twice. The Scorching Restraints, allies spawn in with 3 rage would also be really good. Collection of Tails, rage doesn't decay on friendly units. That's another great pickup we could make. Be very into each and any one of them. As you can see, we're getting some pretty big numbers now. I like him. I like him. I'll sack you on the bottom floor. Don't need you in the cycle. You're in between me and my next holdover. This would already be ridiculous if I had Adaptive Mutation with the consume removed. Not putting much armor on the Sentient here. It's fine. We'll deal enough damage that it won't be a problem. Plus, I get 10 armor next turn. March of Shields first, then flipping into the front line, and we're good. Lovely. An additional card per turn or additional energy. Additional energy might be necessary with the 2 razor sharp edges in the deck, but they're not actually like a huge part of the deck as we go on here. The additional draw is very good for getting back to, well, getting early to my Fledgling Imp and my Deranged Brute so that I can actually have a build. My opening hand really should have Sentient and Deranged Brute, but I guess it's giving me the Imp instead. And draw, I guess, faster to Adaptive Mutation as well. I think I'm going to go with the energy and probably draw in the next one. Okay, Spike of the Hellhorn is completely fine with this, especially considering I just took the energy. I'm kind of fine without any of these, though. The Branded Warrior is unlikely to be the one getting many of the slays. The low HP targets usually attack first and hit my my spikes. Okay, please consume removal. Thank you. Consume removal and lower cost, so I can make the Adaptive Mutation 0 cost here. That's really good. Then I just need to start cutting cards out of the deck at this point, basically. Let's get a Torch out of here. Hellhorned unit. None of those. Fine. So I just want the deck to be thin so that I have the ability to like swap them back and forth consistently. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move off a floor. So they have 20 health units in here is the maximum. This is 20 health and this has like 20 armor and 10 health. 20 health, that already dies against just my spikes. So we'll be fine. Let's get a Train Steward basically just out of the deck. Perfect. Managed to actually set up on floor 1 in a pretty good way as well. Let's go March of Shields. Spike of the Hellhorn. Rage gives 5 damage per stack there. It's ridiculous. I need to March of Shields first. The Fledgling Imp... Actually, this should be fine still. Yeah, I'll still get the kills on all of the enemies here. Train Steward and pass. Let's do that again. And then Adaptive Mutation, a 50-25 into a 75-50. That's exactly what I was talking about when I was saying there's, you know, a way that we can handle this that would be really good. I should have played the March of Shields first. I gotta keep remembering that. March of Shields before the Endless Imp, otherwise I can't play them both. There you go. Get that boss. I'm really glad that I can finally actually demonstrate a run with this on camera. No, can't take the volatile gauge. Yeah, we've got a 2 cost. We've got a couple other 2 costs, but we've got a 0 cost. We've got a 0 cost. These are the most important cards that I need to cast consistently. Yeah, I can't take that, unfortunately. Shard Channeler would take up the space that I need for something else already. Cycle of Life is fine. It's not a bad idea, but it's a bit expensive. Is it too expensive? I think it's too expensive for what it would provide to this deck that already has everything going on at the moment. Interesting. If I got important work and gave it holdover, every turn I would be able to play the Fledgling Imp, sack the Fledgling Imp, and then I would have enough energy to play basically whatever I want. I'm going to take that, just in case I can give it holdover. Yeah, I'm going to be going over this way anyway, so... holdover. Remove consume, lower cost. Remove consume from the Spike of the Hellhorns, maybe? Let's have a look at the artifacts. Yikes. None of those are for me. Revenge, draw 1. You've only got Spikes 10 at that point, though, but you get a higher amount of health. I do need your Spikes still to be pretty good, because we don't have a sweeper and we don't have a multi-striker, so your Spikes being pretty good is basically like my my area control. It's my AoE, if you want to refer to that. So, yeah, I think I'll take the Sentient. I think I'll take the Sentient over the Sentient right there. Here, I think I'll actually take the opportunity to do a bunch of removals instead. In the next area, I would be absolutely blessed if there was a dupe and 2 removals. No, there's 2 removals, but it's on the side that I don't actually want to be going on. Here's a dupe and 2 removals. It does go on the opposite side to the Merchant of Trinkets, though. And then at the very end, there's another Merchant of Magic. Yeah, so I only have 1 Merchant of Trinkets I can even go to. But the other side has the dupe and 2 removals. That's unfortunate. Start of each battle. Sorry, start of battle. Enemy units appear on each floor. These are you can't put the stealth ones on the top floors. So we should be fine. Sycophants? No, not sycophants. It's the... Oh, no, they are sycophants. Sorry, the other ones are clergymen. Right, these are the sycophants. Got it. I'm gonna do that and then give you a Spike of the Hellhorns, because yeah, each of these is gonna buff all of their compatriots when they hit me, so we actually will need like a lot of HP to get through this, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's march you. Fledgling. Guess I'll torch one of you down here. Play a train suit on the bottom floor. Yeah, you're the overcharged tank rather than the Master of Light. Okay, good. Phew. Master of Light has much lighter armor, as you might expect. We've got march you forward before I play the Fledgling Imp. I'll play my first adaptive mutation. Still not the best, but as soon as I do my next one, then we start ending up with ridiculous HP numbers and stuff. There we go. Sacking those units on the bottom floor, basically, there. Unfortunately, with this unit not dealing any damage, the frontline enemy unit here, I don't kill the overcharged tank at that point. So what I have to do is use March of Shields to move the tank forward. Great. Because then a 0 health, sorry, 0 damage minion goes to the top and just dies to the pyre for free. Okay, remember to March of Shields first, then Fledgling Imp. I mean, like, you know, 136 attack is pretty wild, but yes, this is when it gets truly wild. March you forwards, Fledgling Imp, Razor Sharp, and swap. 120, 154. Yeah, good stats. I'm so pleased with how well this all came together at this point as well. Like, damn. Could scarcely have asked for it to come together better, frankly. That's important. Sacrifice you. Didn't even manage to get through all my armor. Ugh. Nah, I don't need any of this. It's fine. Transcend him. If I play this enough times, the Transcend Imp will hold all of the summon triggers from the... Yeah, I gotta take a Transcend Imp. I'm not gonna use it constantly, but like, give it Endless as well, maybe? I don't know. At least that gives me something to get from the Merchant of Steel here. Okay, no, that's a large stone. It's not gonna work for us. Look at the Concealed Cavern. Dupe 5 times? I would go with the Adaptive Mutation. Dang it. Okay, purge a card and get a card. We'll purge a torch. And in response, we will take what? Hellhorns or Awoken? Awoken, I would like quick. Hellhorns, I would like multi-strike. Hellhorns, I would like another spike at the Hellhorns. Hellhorns, I would also like a Deranged Brute. Hellhorn. Well, would I like it? Probably wouldn't like another Deranged Brute, to be honest. Still think there's more in the Hellhorn set that I actually want. Alloy of the Ancients, that's great as well. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Alright, so we'll do the 2 removal here, get a torch and a restore out. It's in the next area, merchant trinket. Okay, next area I'm not spending much money at all, so actually I'll spend a little bit more here, do another removal. Great. So we have 16 cards in the deck. I think like a total of 8 of those purge out. Well, purge out. They consume out when I play them. So 1, Sentient, 2, 3, no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Okay, cool. So 8 cards in the master deck, basically. Not bad. We do need to set up on the bottom floor here, though, definitely. So, you, march. I can't swap you, unfortunately, but thankfully you still have the ability to kill them. Getting the Adaptive Mutation at that time, before I get my first Rage, is, oh, so sad. Too bad, so sad. No, there we go. That. Purge those 2 and get a train stew on the next floor. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking some Scourges here. And they're gonna limit what I can do with my turns a lot. It's okay. Won't be a problem anymore in a bit. This turn is basically incredible. Purge you. Spike the Hellhorn. There we go. So I'm taking 2 fire damage in order to get rid of those 2. But I've set up a impenetrable bottom floor at the same time. So I think that's worth. I had to play the Rage Imp in the front line, which prevented some of the... What are they called again? Some of the Absolvers from managing to hit my Sentient and die to the spikes. But... ultimately, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm not going to play the March of Shields here, because I want to get the Train Steward out of the deck. Okay, where's my mutation? Come on and mute me. Oh, there we go. Actually, also going to sack you. Boom. Yeah, 173, 154. Those are good numbers. Okay. So now I'll transcend him. Sorry, Rangeless Imp there, and then transcend him here for all the previous triggers that I'd done in the fight. Great. I'll march to the front and save the transcend imp from taking any damage here. Too cute to die. All of the imps are friend-shaped. Change my mind. Shaped exactly like a friend. For an additional combo turn. Dark Deal Last Stand. Last Stand, we still have the ability to possibly remove its consume and have it be effective in the final fight, despite the fact that the Great Trader will devour my spell, so I'll take that. Dark Deal is honestly, like, quite small compared to, like, an endless imp. Just giving us all the stuff back constantly. 2 endless imps wouldn't do anything for me. Like, the best case scenario for that would have been if I took the extra space in the last area, but honestly, like, another adaptive mutation is way better. So we will be going over this way. Let's look at the artifact first. Merchant cost reduced by 25% or 3 magic power. We have nothing to do with the magic power at this point, but this could help us remove some more cards later, so we'll take it. Dupe the adaptive mutation, remove a restore, and maybe the more expensive March of Shields. No, it's a Razor Sharp Edge. Honestly, the Razor Sharp Edges shouldn't even be in the deck at this point. Okay, enemy enters with Spikes 4. That's totally fine. And a random artifact could be incredible for us. Remember, like, Collection of Tales, Ashes of the Fallen, and another one, I'm certain. So I do still need to set up on a later floor here. So we'll go Sentient, Spike of the Hellhorn, do my first swap. Great. Deranged Brute. Endless Imp. Actually sack you as well. Laser Sharp, march forward, do my second swap. Sack a Train Steward. Especially because they have multi-strike. This is really good for us. Means that the Gilded Wing is going to have to strike us multiple times and take a bunch of damage as a result. Gilded Wing managed to survive that. But I do need the Fledgling Imp to die. So am I just letting the Gilded Wing go to the top here? Or do I last stand? If I last stand, does that even help? Because most of my damage goes against the Steel Wing. What if I march the Gilded Wing to the front? So you double strike, and then yeah, your second strike is against this. You take 40 damage to it. I hit you back. Actually, I march you forwards. Yeah, there we go. Because then the 0 damage minion goes to the top, and yes, it will take 2 hits to the pyre, so I'll take, you know, the spikes damage times 2, but it's way better off this way. Sack you on the bottom floor. Just give you some more damage, I guess. Okay. Using March of Shields to manipulate the enemies is it's working out really well. Fledgling Imp. Adaptive Mutation. Adaptive Mutation. Yeah, 162. This is 168 now. This is pretty good. Let's give you some armor as well. And then, unfortunately, I still do need to march you to the front. Okay. I'm gonna go Fledgling. Important work for the sacrifice. Transcend him. Last stand. You know what? I'll even Razor Sharp Edge my own minion there with a bunch of damage in order to kill it. And then just armor up my biggest minion. Fledgling. Sack it. Buff you. March, march, swap, swap. Yeah, 680 and 456 health. It's pretty good. It's like okay, I guess. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. $998. Can I do it this turn? Can I actually reach the limit? Can I push into the limit? Past the point of no return? There we go. Yeah. Past 1,000 in each of them. Spawn in with 5 armor. I still lose my imps reliably with 5 armor, right? Yeah, I do. I don't need any of these. I don't need any of this. Reinforce is a little bit useful, but it's just that, a little bit useful. Okay. Forge your spells, gain new powers. Literally the only thing that I want at this point is like consumption removal on the last stand and double stack on the Spike of the Hellhorns. Over here we have a relic and stuff. I mean, it'd only be endless on the Transcend Imp that I want over here in the Merchant of Steel. The artifacts could be useful though. 2 card removal gets the run going off faster though. Yeah, I'm going over this way. Double stack? Okay. Yeah, I can double stack. Can you double stack it? And yes, that was a can you dig it. Can we get the deck? 2 removal afterwards. Let's get the expensive March of Shield. Actually, Razor Sharp and the expensive March of Shields out of there. And then get another Train Steward out, I think. That'll do. Let's go, Seraph the Diligent. Let's go. All spell cards get consumed. Yeah, except for the ones that already had consume that I removed consume from, because their consume removal, the Eternal Stone in them, maintains. You can see that, like, you know, March of Shields usually wouldn't say consume, but it has consume on it right now, whereas Adaptive does not, because the Eternal Stone. Very good. Okay. Start with the Sentient there. Let's go Alley of the Ancients, March of Shields. I'll throw that double stack on you. And then I'm actually also going to Adaptive Mutation you, because I want to get the kill on the Gilded Wing really quickly here. Okay. Deranged. Throw out a Fledgling Imp and swap you back. And now we're pretty comfy. I just need that Rage Imp to die a bunch of times before I throw out the Transcend Imp, because the Transcend Imp is, like, it'll be a real big buff. And I also don't need to have important work in the deck. So how much rage do I actually want to have when I finally use Last Stand? I don't know, but more than I currently have that's the best answer I can give you. I think maybe on the final turn, when the Seraph is actually attacking me, is when I will finally actually stop doing all the swapping and stuff. We're actually going to let that Gilded Wing go past. Oh. See, combinations where the frontliner blocks all of the damage, they're really bad for us. Oh, well. That's how it's got to be here. That's how it's got to be here. Oh, Seraph the Diligent. Great. So, it's Fledgling. Oh my god, I don't actually have the ability to sacrifice the Fledgling. It shouldn't have been fledgling that turn. Ah, well. Whatever. It's fine. I'll stand. Swap back. Swap back. There we go. Big stats. You got him, Sentient? And who said the Sentient was weaker than the Hornbreaker? All you need is to start with the Adaptive Mutation and then get a perfect rage setup build afterwards. Easy. And I actually also managed to get 2 cards with their gold frames there, by the way. I'll also note at this point, previously, I had split up the save file for the stream series and for the YouTube series, but recently Steam started tracking and backing up all of my save data, which has made that an untenable solution. So now the stream series and the YouTube series just have the same save file. I do apologize about that. It does mean that like the golden cards are a little bit different because like I might have won in the stream with some of them. But also the ones that I did win in the stream with, I will try and make sure that those videos are uploaded in the Let's Stream the Monster Train series so that we can see the full completion overall. For the moment though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.